are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
On the double.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Edmonds again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action. Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bills at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers?
And a loose football. Finding space at the 40. And the Bills have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Cook running right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, it's complete to Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes it quick. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
3 yards remain for second down. They run the counter with Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Cook again. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Cook up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Tua on fourth down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Looking to throw on second down. Edmonds. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Tua now, third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays. Because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Allen going to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A give. This is Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2 to throw. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now. I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. To throw is Allen. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel